Hi there. It's gonna be the trade recap for Friday. I didn't took any trade due to some appointment with my friend. We go out for a dinner. Not a dinner, it's a lunch actually. So I didn't took any trade. I not even speculate the market, but it's actually a couple of good entries and GBP and gold as well. So I'm quickly go over those things. What exactly happened in hindsight, not in live market conditions. Just give me one sec. Yeah, this is where we are. In GBPUSD, I just wanna hide it for a while, for some time, before I explain it what exactly happened in other high time frames. So you can clearly see the market is keep on dumping. So the overall trend is also down, and it just keep on dumping. Yeah, basically it just keep on dumping. This is just pump of Monday. It's a huge pump, almost 130 pips in 2 minutes. I don't know what kind of data it is. It's a huge push, and those kind of impulsive push has been recovered for the whole week. Like just keep on accumulating and keep on dropping lower and lower to um, fulfill this whole range. If I drop down to 15 minutes, as you can clearly see, this is the Friday price action. What happened Friday? Just sweep the Asian high and it just drop all the way down. This is some sort of data. I don't know what it is. It's around 4 o'clock. Big candle, big range candle, and it's kind of accumulated for a while. So rebalancing this gap, created a Asian range as and print a low, first leg, print a low. It sweep that high, like high, low, sweep the high, breakout structure and trade all the way down. Break the Asian low, break that data candle and drop all the way down to the first inversion candle, which is the first inversion for the whole range. It's we set this spot. After that, what happened, brother? So this is what exactly happened. The big expansion move overnight. Asian session move started from around 2:30. Then break this structure, and that is no proper structure, but it just kind of a market maker sell model just sweep, break out and drop all the way down to Asian low, this low, and just drop all the way down to the original inversion in 15 minutes. Then what happened here? It's revisit. You clearly see it revisit this fair value gap, swept these lows. We got the market structure shift in high time frame, pull back to that. Like if you plot this big, it's respected the 50% level and start displace higher, inverted this gaps and trade all the way up to this fair value gap, which resides, which aligns with this breakout structure, like breaker plus this inversion fair value gap. The last fair value that holding the price got ran through to change the shade of delivery, pull back to that spot. There is no proper structure, just a deep pullback. We want to show this for the whole range. Price revisit all the way up to 75 DRT aligned with this fair value gap. Inversion, breaker plus fair value gap. Straight up move to that spot. And you can clearly see it once it reaches the equilibrium level, it's kind of accumulated for a while, manipulating higher. You can clearly see the fair value gap respect. Clearly hold the 50% level. That is no candle close above. Nice respect. Huge rejection. And just a big drop, breakout structure plus inversion here, and drop all the way down and take this low. This is our weekly low, if I'm not even weekly low. Yeah, it's kind of a weekly range low. This is where the Monday starts and goes all the way up, right? So it's pretty close to this spot. It's for sure. Well, tomorrow it's going to take that spot. It's for sure. And if I drop down to lower time frame to 5 minutes, this overnight move. And what happened here exactly? If you see this, the last fair value gap, this that's holding the price clear of this first leg. This is where we got to change the state of delivery plus two inversions in 5 minutes. And if I just plot this whole range from this low to this low, it's kind of pulling back to that. I don't know why 11 is and I identify this. It's kind of give the pullback towards 75 DRT. So I just want to delete this. So you can clearly see these fair value gaps getting filled. We got the breakout structure of the inversion, pull back to that. For this range, it's if you go to 15 minutes, it's a big 50% level holding. If you drop down to lower time frame, it's a beautiful 75 DRT. For this range, it's just a 75 DRT holding the price and just keep on going higher, bro. So it's just keep on going higher. As you can clearly see, it's break the 50% level consolidation, accumulated for a while, then trade higher. This is accumulation, manipulation towards that 75 DRT. Like you can clearly see the 75 DRT. As soon as it reaches this spot, it starts to dump all the way down. The last series of uploads can break here and just keep on dumping towards the sell side liquidity. That's what exactly happened. 3 minutes, little bit clear, if I'm not wrong. Yep. Go to 3 minutes, please reach that highly first inverted fair value gap. This is that. So I just want to delete this though. I don't want confusion. Please reach that first percentage fair value gap. If you mark the whole range, we revisit this clean fair value gap here, drops lower, and you can clearly see this tiny inversion plus breakout structure and pull back. If we just try this, like for this range, how long it's going to come. So we are technically not inverted this gap, but it's because of change the state of delivery with this inversion, first like also swept. This fair value got inverted and give pullback towards that. You can see that 50 to 60 if I'm not wrong. It gives a pullback and breakout structure, boom low, take this low and it start to trade high rate break and break. Just keep on trade high towards this low accumulation. It's kind of a clean accumulation high, low high. It's a nice accumulation or like it's break that 50% level, keep on taking support here. Internal sweep, trade into the next quadrant where we got all kind of fair value gaps. The second quadrant of the M15 fair value gap, upper quadrant. So you can clearly see it's manipulating how strongly it manipulated. It's most of the people seems like a breakout. Consider it's a breakout, it's a strong accumulation and break the structure. So most of them enter a buy entry, put the stop on expecting the higher prices to land on higher kind of thing. But it was not happen. The 75 DRT, you can clearly see this inversion, right? The 3 minutes, if I'm just sitting in 3 minutes, this is the clean. After it reaches the 75 DRT, it gives after this high accumulation, it gives that clear inversion with creation of fair value gap. Series of up close candles, last two up close candles. This is where we need to see the change the state of delivery. So here we got the initial confluence inversion and we created a fair value getting a little bit tap and we got the breakout structure and trade all the way down. And you can clearly see this fair value getting inverted and we got a clean breakout structure like the last swing which manipulated higher, got broken here. And you can clearly see this created a fair value gap, just that's getting tapped. I'm not most probably I'm not going to enter this kind of trades. I don't need to care about this kind of trades. I don't want it. If I want to enter it, this should be the entry, and these are all the confluences after that, and just drop all the way down to this spot. So there is one entry around 9 o'clock, 9:15 to 10 o'clock, 11:30, 9:15 to 11, like 9:30 to 11. This is also more than enough. Bro. If you're able to catch this entry, it's revisit this inversion fair value and give this change the state delivery, right? And give the pullback and give the change the state delivery. If I entered here and put the stop at this low and expecting higher price, especially 50% and 75%, that's more than enough for the day. Or else if I projected this, it will be a good inversion plus fair value gap. So once it get tapped, we can enter and targeting this low for sure. This is should be the first take profit as soon as we got the inversion plus fair value gap. So inversion plus fair value creation. So it's beautifully respect 1 to 3rd candle low, 1 to 3. So if I'm entering this trade, I would have put my stop at this spot and expecting this sell side to take. That's what exactly happened on Friday. Beautiful entries. If this or this, both are pretty good. Pull back to the 75 DLT, nice respect, nice drop. So this is nothing but this. So this move is nothing but to rebalance this range. We got a clear range overnight and we got a nice pullback at the 9 o'clock manipulation. And after 11:30, it's started dump lower, take this liquidity and let's keep on accumulating for a while. So probably tomorrow it will take this low. So that's the thing happened in GBP So now I'll like explain the gold trade, which is also after 11:30, during 11:30, I guess. You can clearly see what happened. It's basically Asian session. It's kind of opposite to that, bro. In Asian session, it's gave a really good push towards upside. So you can clearly see it's already a market making model is break. Boom, displays higher, nice displacement. You can take this like some Asian range. It's beautiful, beautiful leg. So low to high, and you can clearly see it's a break inversion, but you can clearly see the weakness of the candle. There is no proper heavy candles. This is just the first leg, so we can obviously expect this is our target. I will explain it in 5 minutes at least, so it will be a bit clear. So we got a breakout structure inversion with big displacement, so we can take this swing, which would be optimal for us to go, and we can target this liquidity, and this is our second liquidity though. That's what exactly happened. This should be the first liquidity, and proper high should be this side. So this will be our sorry. This will be our second liquidity. This will be our second liquidity. So as you can clearly see, price drop all the way down that up. Fail to take this high and it start to give some pullback. There is no structure, nothing, just inversion and give the pullback. For this good rally, we give the pullback, weak pullback. There is no candle. There is nothing to worry about this swing though. There is nothing here. It's obviously engineered all the liquidity some drop all the way down to that. So it's not reached the 75 DRT for this range. Maybe if I took the whole range, it will give some sense, make some sense to me. Yeah, for the whole range, like from this low to this high. Sorry. Yeah, if I take this low to this high, it's clearly give the pull back to this 50% level, which where we got this breaker. Plus, if you go to 15 minutes, it's a clean fair value gaps. So this is where it start to play out. You can clearly see as soon as price reach this spot around 7 o'clock, we got the clean inversions here. Nice two inversions in 5 minutes on breakout structure and start to give the pullback. If you take this swing, which gives the breakout structure, so you can clearly see something here. Yeah. So I confused about it was not at sorry, it was not at Gbpusd, it was in that's what I confused over there. Like I expected the 75 aspect. You can clearly see this is not only 5 minutes but also 15 minutes gap getting inverted, and you can clearly see there is nothing inside this range. So we can clearly target this liquidity and it's give a good push towards the breaker plus the fair value gap, which coupled with this 50%. I was marked this, but that was wrong. The whole range from this to this. This is where it gives the initial break and expanded to this part, and then it gives a strong pullback. So I have to mark frame this low to this low. That is where it's projected the proper equilibrium level. So yeah, I just want to delete this. And you can clearly see this inversion with breakout structure and it start to give some pullback. So for this breakout structure, this will be the pullback. So this will be the internal. Fail to take this high, instead drops down, take this low, tap that 75 DRP to that original inversion. So you can clearly see that original inversion holding the price. And we got like boom, breakout structure, displacement, we're getting tapped and just drop all trade all the way up after the New York. As soon as the New York session opens, it's like as soon as it tap the 75 DRT, start to displace higher towards the opposite liquidity, which is this, and it's strong push. I don't know why it is. It's a strong push all the way up to this high. So as soon as this Asia high has been taken, like this London high, this New York AM, and this Asia high, as soon as everything has been taken, what happens? Even if I missed this great move, like if I move to 15 minutes, it will be so damn clear. So I just wanted to just can clearly see that. So this is the value growth, this is a break. Primary last value that hold the price, right? Because that inversion breakup structure, like this is the first breakup structure, right? You got breakup structure, it started displace higher. Try to take this liquidity and just gives a weak goods. It's always go. After saying this, you can clearly say it's going to go up. We just projected the ranges and just wait for it. So obviously this is a breaker. This is the fair value gap. So this is where we can expect the price to trade higher. So this is the last swing which have this fair value gap. We got this inversion with this breakout structure. That would be a great idea. And price pulling back to this fair value, which is the first inversion, and just holding the price. We got the break and started displace higher towards this liquidity. So one, two, and three liquidity has been taken. So we can start to expect some sort of pullback, right? Even if you missed this great move, we can expect some sort of pullback because price not go just straight like the like just in a straight direction. Like it should be like zigzag. So it should give some pullback. So as we can clearly see, after breaking this major level, it created a beautiful, decent fair value gap where we can expect the price to return back to refill the price to replace that level. So we go all the way up, take this liquidity. What what happened? Like we can clearly see the liquidity sweep, right? We can clearly see the liquidity sweep. So now in this case, we have to be like go to 1 minute, otherwise we can go to 3 minutes. In 1 minute, you can clearly see that price action. So, so this would be our target, bro. 15 minutes per value gap should be the target, or else we can target the 50% level. Or else we can target the 50% level, but unfortunately we didn't end up taking that. But I expect the price to take because it's just engineered this liquidity here. It's engineered the liquidity here and just give some pullback. It might sweep some liquidity and for sure it will come to this spot. I hoping so because it's not properly printed. So I hope it's going to be just a pullback for this time. So you can clearly see after the huge move towards upside around 11:20, around after 11 o'clock. After 11 o'clock, after New York session AM, if I'm just on turn on this, so New York AM session has been done here. So then, yeah, the New York AM session has been done here and just give a last push towards upside towards the next liquidity. So now we can look for some sort of shot because New York session AM, most of the sell buy sell liquidity has been taken. So there's no point we have to expecting to see some higher prices again. So we can clearly see this. So this is the last value gap that printed right before the liquidity speed. So we can clearly see it's holding. We just need to wait for this value gap to flip and not to go for an entry and targeting this 15 minutes fair value gap. That's it, bro. That's it. So this 15-minute fair value gap should be the target. So it's actually it drop all the way down to this low. It's drop all the way down to this low. So this is you can clearly see the push. So it's started all the way up to this last sellers, and then it started with some deep pullback. So all we need to wait for one thing, wait for this low to break. If it's print the proper high and low, it will be great. So what happened here? It just tap this level and get higher, take this high. It's kind of accumulated for a while. Come on, sweep this low, still it's holding. So we might expect this high to take. But instead of taking this high, please what happened? Please gives this inversion. Instead of taking this high, please give this first inversion and inversion. And now we got the breakout structure plus this inversion. So we got what we got here, liquidity speed. We got like proper high and proper low. And we understand this level fell to cleared out. So this is where it stopped like high, low, ran out of liquidity, then it came back here, mitigation block. It would be the mitigation block for this, like this high getting protected. So it mitigated here. Seems like head and shoulder, you can call it as like a retail trader. So this would be our first inversion, and I'm waiting for this low to breach, and this low to break because this is the last three candle. I like to see this to breach. So this low, which compiled with this fair value gap getting breached, you got this inversion with breakout structure. Not only that, we also created this fair value gap, and you can clearly see the structure, like the respect of this level, the inversion plus the clean fair value gap. And you can clearly see that respect is created into the 50% level and clear respect, right? Clean respect. So as soon as it's created this inefficiency, we can enter our entry. As soon as it's tapped this level, we can enter. Or else we can wait for this reaction and then we can enter whatever it is. It's all good. As soon as it created a fair value gap, we can set the limit order here and put the stop at which place. So we can put the like we can put the tight stop loss. I don't want to put the tight stop loss. At least I had to put my stop at around one or two inversion, right? I should put my stop here and expecting the price to go lower. That would be the good thing. Honestly, that would be the good thing because this is the swing that you will change the state of delivery plus this inversions with this value. So there is no point for the price to come back here. So this would be the good thing if I put my stop here. So it just tapped, nice respect, price failed to close above the 50% level. Respecting this level here, price stayed, the body stayed here, and let's break this low. Then what happened here? Just keep on delaying a little and break this low scroll. Just low, high, low, sweep, inversion, break of structure, again goes up. So So this is the highest swing that gives the breakout structure, right? So this swing start protector. So this high getting protector now. Now this is again breakout structure, consolidate a bit, sweep the highs, again breakout structure, inversion. So the parallel that hold the price got inverted with this way. So again it started to dump lower. So then if we go to higher time frame, after this sweep, after this break, after this displacement, price pull back to the 50% level where we have the 3-minute fair value. If we move to 3 minutes, it will be bit little bit obvious. 3-minute fair value getting tapped and just started dump towards the 15 minutes fair value. Where the 15 minutes fair value inside the 15-minute fair value, this is the one seller. We can target this liquidity, so this low. This should be some sort of liquidity. And that has been taken, but unfortunately it failed to reach the 50% level. But instead of that, you can clearly see the reversal pattern here. So we can obviously start closing our profits here. So it's a beautiful entry in 1 minute. So nice entry, put the stop at the high and target time is to one. You can break even that and hold the price all the way up to the 15 minute. And if we get any sort of inversion, we can close it. Until then we can hold it. So here we supposed to close it because it's nice drop. And as soon as it reaches the 15 minute, what happened here? We got like boom inversion here. So it failed to reach the spot, instead it drops down, swept this low, and it's create back higher, and it failed to break this level and drops down. It's engineered the equal lows, so we can obviously expect something. But instead of take clear out this low, we give again inversion. So one time give the inversion, second time give the inversion, and what happens? It's failed to reach the highs. Now what happened? Now it's failed to hold this price, but the bullish value is on respect. So if you see this, its inversion drops down to this level holding, and again it gives the inversion. So now there is no point of holding the selling trade group. It's kind of keep on inverting this bullish fair value gap, which is bearish fair value gap, which means it wants to go higher, which might go to some sort of internal liquidity, some sort of liquidity zone, some sort of for the whole range, it might go to 50% level. We don't know, but it's kind of engineer the liquidity around here and just goes up. So obviously it would go, it will come back to take this close and reset this spot, rebalance this liquidity. I'm little bit confident about that. Other than that, we have more than enough confidence to close this book, this profit. So as soon as it reaches this low, we should close it. So it's got an inversion, boom, fail to take the break the level, again drops down, again inversion, fail to break the low, again drops down, holding this level gap here, again inversion plus breakout structure, so more than enough for me to close the position. So that's a one beautiful trade one, and one sell or else one buy. Beautiful trades in New York, like New York session, especially in gold. RGB and gold both are playing really good, bro. That's a beautiful entries. And didn't speculate at it, it just kind of a hindsight price action. Mostly I'll kind of look for these kind of things. Like even if the price aggressively moves higher and take major liquidities, I would look for this kind of price action, go for an entry. It's not only in 1 minute, but also in 3 minutes, it would be a little bit obvious. So you can clearly see that we got this last liquidity run and we got this inversion and we got this inversion and just drops lower and as I said, like so this fair value getting inverted, breaks, sweep, fair value according. It just keep on respecting till it reaches this spot. And we all expect this level to take, right? This level, obviously this fair value gap should be our number one priority. But unfortunately it ended up not getting taken. So low, high, low, high, low, inversion plus break. So should you close the position no matter what. So that's it, man. So it's just a kind of you should be aware about, like, this is not a proper sell model. This is just a scalp for this whole swing. Just a for the whole swing, just a retracement. Not even comes to the 50% level of this swing. It just stayed little above. And we are trying what we are trying to do is we are trying to catch the pullback for this leg. It little bit risky, but it's worth doing it. In 3 minutes, did I have anything obvious? So it's not something so obvious, to be honest. But in high time frame, we got that inversion as soon as it reached this spot. As soon as it reached the 50% level, we got the beautiful inversion plus breakout structure. So this is where we got the breakout structure, right? Then it's kind of give some pullback towards the solid DRT. Then we give this inversion It started bro, it's already started to make the market make it more, right? Goes up, change the state, start to gives a pullback, 50%, 50% level gives some reaction, and it failed to take this high. Instead, it drops lower, take that low one more time, and now it's giving this inversion. This is pretty good inversion, pretty decent inversion, and it's straight back towards this. Could be some sort of little gold effect, and they start to discuss higher break the structure, created a fair value potential. You see that respect. If you mark this fair value potential, you see that respect. Nice respect, just trade all the way up to the possibilities. So all good. This is what I observed on Friday. Hope we will do and pick this kind of trades in future in following days. And see you next week, bro. Monday we'll smash the market, bro.